In the history of Zimbabwean sport, and athletics in particular, the Southern African nation has produced outstanding performers over the years. Names like Ngoni Makusha, Atuo Mandaza, Brian Zingai, Gabriel Mvumvure, Tokmo Nyongani are all legendary in Zimbabwean sprint events. All these have in the recent years put the name of the country in the limelight with some eye-catching performances on the international stage. Hello there. Welcome to Hericom Media, the home of Kwedu Classics. In today's documentary, we profile one of the most outstanding emerging talents in Zimbabwean sprint events, of Kelvin Mutsedu. Could this be the emergence of Zimbabwe's own Usain Bolt? Well, only time will tell. Coming from a humble background and raised by a single mother, Kelvin Mutsedu was born on the 14th of January 2003 and did his O-levels at Prince Edward High School in Harare. Well, perhaps that won't come as a surprise, as Prince Edward is famed for producing some of the finest athletes ever to emerge from Zimbabwe. Standing at 1.75 meters, Kelvin Mutsedu, the Beastie, as he is affectionately known, has greatly dominated Zimbabwe athletics already. He has competed in regional and international competitions in Zambia, South Africa, Malawi, Botswana, Lesotho, Namibia, amassing a total of, listen to this, 16 gold medals, 4 silver and 2 bronze. Quite an amazing feat for a budding athlete at such a tender age. As Kwedu Classics, we tracked the beast and found him at work on the track and in the gym in Harare, Zimbabwe. One man that knows Kelvin very well and knows his story is his coach, who discovered him in 2018 when he enrolled for Form 1 at Prince Edward High School in Harare, Zimbabwe. Now, like many other Zimbabweans, the availability of talent is never in doubt in this young man. Given the conducive resources and environment to develop and blossom, the beast is ready to conquer the world and become one of the top sprinters in the world. The talent is there. The passion is overflowing. What Kelvin cries for is the opportunity to showcase himself at the international stage.
So this is the story of Kelvin Mutredu, a gentleman born in the year 2003, the 14th day of January 2003, which is 20 years ago. So it has been a long journey with the young man. He came in to Prince Edward 2018. Being a small boy, watching him during assembly the first day, I could see there was talent in the young man. It was 2018, around 14 January, when I had to select my 2018 team. So Prince Edward is the most prestigious school in the country. When you talk about sport, we groom pure talent, we groom gentlemen, we groom men of destiny. So by seeing his body stature, I was certain that even his BMI was okay. So there were a couple of 4 months I called in to come. They all came excited, joining the Cheetahs team, joining the 2023 Cheetahs team. It wasn't easy. It's like a net. We just don't take these young men, we screen them. So they started my job. But for me, I saw he was a peculiar boy from day one. I still remember even the way he could speak back, the yes says. He was groomed in a right way even from primary school. For he came from a well-known top school, primary school. So that's where my journey began with a young gentleman. He was a boarder, so it made life easier for me. Day scholars, yes, you have quite a short time. You have a short time with day scholars than boarders. So after he went for his DH, he came back. Assessing him, he was not a rookie in this game. I learned then that he was a young gentleman that was doing sport from a younger age. I spoke to him and I actually discovered a pack of medals. Within the medals, there were gold medals. The bulk of them were gold medals. The bronze medals were few. He was a young gentleman that I know who had caught a big fish. So there we started the journey. There we started the body mechanics, side mechanics, front side mechanics. The thing that makes us who we are, it all boils down to the proper technique in life. So it didn't take him much time. Within, I think, 2 weeks to a month, he had bonded with the seniors. Then we knew we had a champ in the house. That was 2018. So 2018, he came in, he ran his first race. He was 14 by then, but he managed to compete with the 15-year-olds. Then he got into the district team. So our district comprises of a number of schools, which are a total of about 7 schools. So He managed to be the best under 14 in the school. He managed to surpass that and became even the best under 15 as well. So, though some were in age older than him, but he managed to took the district position. So he then represented the district, our district. He came first in our district. He came first again in the provincial level, which comprises of the whole Harare. So Harare is our capital city in Zimbabwe. So he managed to come first for the 100 meters, 200 meters, and by then I had and actually encroached the 400 meters. He ran a good race and he qualified to participate for the nationals. The nationals were held in Bulawayo, and because of a couple of infringements, politics and the like, he didn't participate in that event. So he kept on building his morale. He was demotivated though, but we managed to sail through. And of all his events, he was given the 4x4. The selectors were kind of racial the way they chose him. So we managed to pave through and was given the 4x4. He managed to actually show them that a number of schools, which are a total of about 7 schools. So he managed to be the best under 14 in the school. He managed to surpass that and became even the best under 15 as well. So though some were in age older than him, but he managed to took the district position. So he then represented the district, our district. He came first in our district. He came first again in the provincial level, which comprises of the whole Harare. So Harare is our capital city in Zimbabwe. So he managed to come first for the 100 meters, 200 meters, and by then I had and actually encroached the 400 meters. He ran a good race and he qualified to participate for the nationals. The nationals were held in Bulawayo, and because of a couple of infringements, politics and the like, he didn't participate in that event. So he kept on building his morale. He was demotivated though, but we managed to sail through. And of all his events, he was given the 4x4. The selectors were kind of racial the way they chose him. So
in an interview with Kwedu News, the Beast shares his vision, his inspiration, motivation, and above all, his dream.
Hello guys, as Kwedu Media, we have managed to track down the athlete of the moment for a solo interview. Say, can you introduce yourself?
Hello guys, my name is Kelvin Chidomtele, 20 years of age, and I'm from Zimbabwe.
Okay, Kelvin, when did you realize that you had a talent in athletics?
Well, it all started in the 6th grade when I qualified for the national team for the Kosasa Games, Junior Kosasa Games in Namibia.
Okay, so that was your first attempt going out of the country.
Yes.
With athletics. Okay. Oh, so what inspired you? What inspired you to pursue this talent?
I started growing a bond with the sport, which I later on discovered that I was really good at, and I also had a passion for track and field.
Okay. So what is the most memorable highlights in your career so far?
Well, the most memorable highlights in my career, it was last year, 2022, in Malawi, the Region 5 Games under 20, where me and my guys for the relay team, Zimbabwe relay team, we managed to scoop a silver medal. We lost to South Africa, and Zambia was on 3rd position.
Okay. So what challenges have you faced so far, and how have you overcome some if you have?
Financially, I've been struggling to help myself through my career, which also limited me to traveling outside the country for international meets, and as well for resources which need financials. But with the love of my family and some other guys who are a few sponsors as well, they managed to gather some money which would help me throughout my season.
Okay, and what other challenges are you facing as well because of this financial backlog, and how do you think you can be helped?
Right now, desperately, I think I need a scholarship, which I believe if I get one, I'll get exposure out there to many clubs, as well as some great A's coaches, some great coaches which are out there.
Okay. So who is your inspiration and what is your dream?
My inspiration is Johan Blake of Jamaica, and my dream is to compete in the international meets like the World Champs, the Olympics, and also go beyond being a professional athlete.
Okay. No, it's okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Calvin Muchedu.
Thank you.
Well, there we are. It has really been a great pleasure joining you today on Harrycom Media, the home of Kwedu Classics, as we explored the journey of one of Zimbabwe's brightest emerging talents in athletics, Kelvin the Beast Chido Muchedu. Now, what do you think can be done for such young talents and young athletes like Kelvin to realize their full potential in athletics? Well, we want to hear your opinion. We want to hear what you think in order to try and help young men, young people like Kelvin to realize their dreams. Come to the comment section and tell us what you think.